So game two now. It's runner tagging from third on his way home, and Buffet will score, and it's 1-0 Tabor. So Kelsey Weems comes in after Stone picks up his fourth RBI of the year. It's Tristan Shear started for the Saints. Tristan out of Crosby, Texas. It's one game this year, pitched 2 innings. Gave up 1 hit. Struck out 3 and walked 1. First run given up of the year for Schreier. And the first pitch trails off there for a ball, 1-0 the count. Schreier, a career 7-7 record, 36 games, 12 starts, 4.72 earned run average for his career. And a strike called. So 2 balls and 1 strike. The count here on Kelsey Weems. And the count will even at 2-2. Saints change up here defensively. That's Francisco Martinez at first base. Andrew Ogletree at second. Alec Martinez at short. Jake Collazo third base. Matt Mahaloff in right. Jose Diaz in center. That ball inside almost got him on the feet there. It's going to be full count 3-2. Jose Diaz in center. And in left field is Robert Ardondo. Bryce Putnam behind the plate. So 3-2 the foul. As Putnam not able to catch the foul off the tip. Would have been the strikeout. That's high up in the air. Mahaloff coming over. Calling off Diaz. 2 away. That will bring up Leo Aguilar, the catcher. So Aguilar catching here. So 1 ball, no strikes here. To Aguilar. Looks at that one, evens up the count 1-1. Saints trailing 1-0 here. Game 2. Saints trying to split the series as now they're trailing 2-1. And the count 1-2. It's 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs here. That's it. It's Martinez heading over towards the fence and out of play. It's 1 ball, 2 strikes. That's the third. It's Collazo over. Martinez at first. 3 away. They'll get a run on a hit. No one left. We'll head to the bottom of the first. Saints trailing 1-0. You're watching Saints Baseball on the OLLU Saints Network, KSAT.com. And welcome back. Bottom half of the first. Saints will get up to the plate here in a moment. Starting for Tabor, it's going to be Derek Watts out of Arvada, Colorado. Or Derek Watts. As Watts 1-0 on the season. Pitched 5 innings against Jarvis Christian. Gave up 3 runs, all of them earned. With a 5.40 earned run average this season. Struck out 8 and has not given up a walk this year. Career numbers 11-6. Career on 116 innings pitched, a career 4.73 earned run average, 93 career strikeouts, and 46 career walks for Watts. As he was coming up here against the top of the order, Matt Mahaloff, Jose Diaz, Jacob Montejano in the 3rd spot. Francisco Fort Martinez will be the cleanup spot for the Saints. Jay Collazo in the 5 spot. Robert Ariando will be 6. Bryce Putnam 7. Alec Martinez moving down to the 8th spot, and Andrew Ogletree at the bottom of the order in the 9th spot. The lineup for the Saints batting wise today is Matt Mahaloff up to the plate. Mahaloff with a 4.14 average now on the year with 2 RBIs. Nice job in game 1 for Mahaloff. That first pitch there for a ball, 1-0 the count. So Mahaloff went 2 for 3. Including a sac bunt. So leaving up the count, 1 ball, 1 strike for Matt Mahaloff. That's Grounder going to find its way up the middle. A leadoff single for Mahaloff. That's Jose Diaz. Will come up to the plate here with Mahaloff at first. As Diaz 0 for 2 in game 1. Did have an RBI. A sac fly. First pitch there. Showed a bunt, pulls it back, and a ball, 1-0. The count here to Diaz. That pitch off the plate there, 2-0 the count. So 2 balls, no strikes. The 2-0 pitch, up high. Runner goes Mahaloff, and he's going to reach. And a stolen base for Matt Mahaloff. We'll put a runner in scoring position with nobody out and a 3-0 count now for Jose Diaz. That's a stolen base. 24th career stolen base for Matt Mahaloff, and the 3rd this season. That's now at second base. 3-0. Right down the middle strike, and the count 3-1. Montejano in the on-deck circle. 3 balls, 1 strike. Nobody out. Runner at second. Puts the bunt down. Nice bunt. Third base side. Not going to get there. Everyone is safe. Runners on the corners now. With nobody out. And Jacob Montejano, the DH, coming up to the plate here. So a very nice bunt laid down there by Diaz. That left with nowhere to go to. And Mahaloff, a nice job of getting over to third. First pitch to Montejano. Their first strike, 1-1 the count. Montejano 346 on the season. Home run and 7 RBIs. That's a strike. The count 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. And fouls that one off as Diaz was running. The count stays 0-2. The 0-2 pitch. That's going to be foul out of play. The count 0-2. Runner goes high to center. Diaz heads back. That's back deep. Mahalif will trot in. And so Mahalif will tie the game on the RBI number 8 for Montejano. And we're tied at 1 here in the bottom half of the first inning. 1 out. And Francisco Martinez coming to the plate here. Francisco from here in San Antonio. Steps up to the plate here with a runner at first and 1 out. We're tied at 1 here. Snowball's 1 strike here. And the throw over to first is Diaz back safely. Francisco Martinez, 1 at bat this year, single. That's a grounder over to second, to first, and double play. And that'll do it for the first inning. Both teams score a run. We're tied at 1, headed to the top of the second. You're watching Saints Baseball on the OLLU Saints Network and KSAT.com. And welcome back. Top of the second inning. Tied at 1. as Joey Witkowski to lead things off. Witkowski, Johnson, and Vasquez for Tabor here in the second inning. The first pitch there, a strikeout would 1 the count. It's Joey Witkowski, the left fielder, here at the plate. Checks that one. Ball 1-1 the count. So 1 ball, 1 strike here. Swings and misses that one. The count 1-2. One-two pitch. Pulls that one foul down the first base side. Count stays 1-2. And women's basketball in action today as well, as they are finishing up their East Texas swing in Hawkins, Texas. Women's basketball started at 2. Any updates we get, we'll get to you. It'll be a little later, around 4 o'clock. That's sent high in the air. Diaz camps out underneath. Can of corn, 1 away.
Batting 6, the shortstop, number 1, Matt Johnson.
So Matt Johnson now coming up to the plate. Softball, final score is Our Lady Lake women's softball get a 10-1 victory over McPherson, University out of Kansas. So 1 ball, 1 strike. One out here in the second. That's Matt Johnson. Hitless on the year. Looking at a 2-1 count. Shear sends that one. Mahalov steps back with it. Brings it in, 2 down.
Batting 7, the right fielder, number
That
32.
is going to bring up Rudy Vasquez. It's Rudy Vasquez, who got his first at-bats of the season yesterday against the Saints. Reached his first 2 times to the plate with a base hit and a walk. And struck out next 2 times. Watches that one and down in the count now 0-2. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. 2 outs here. Up high, count evens 2-2. Tristan Shear throwing for altitude on that one. The 2-2 count. Called strike 3. 1, 2, 3 they go. Bottom of the second. Tied at 1. You're watching Saints Baseball, the OLLU Saints Network, KSAT.com. And welcome back. Bottom of the second inning. Jay Collazo to lead things off for the Saints. It's Collazo, Arnando, and Putnam. And a swing and a miss there. 0-1 the count. That one called strike. Looked inside as Collazo backed away to avoid the pitch, but we're going to call for a strike and 0-2. As Coach Agnew just kind of goes down into a squat position, takes his hat off. And 0-2, and that's up high ball. The count 1-2. It's 1 ball, 2 strikes. That's going to be up high for a ball. The count evens 2-2. That's ball 3. 3 balls, 2 strikes. So you'll go reaching after that one. The count stays full. So 3 balls, 2 strikes to count here. And the pitch. The liner right to Johnson. And 1 away.
Number 6, the left fielder, Robert Arredondo.
So Robert Arredondo. Arredondo coming up to the plate, 0-for-1 this season. Did score a run. As comes up to the plate here, first pitch ball, 1-0 the count. Arredondo. So that one, the count evens 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike here. That's Watts. Right to Watts. Underhanded over to first. 2 away.
Number 14, Bryce Putnam.
So Bryce Putnam coming up. So Bryce coming up here, 0-for-7 on the season. 0-for-2 yesterday. Looks the first pitch there is a ball, 1-0 the count. Ball, no strikes. That's fouled back. Count evens 1 ball, 1 strike. One swings and misses. Actually got a piece of it there. 0-2 the count. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. 1-2. Fouled back. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. 2 outs, a pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Top of the third coming up. We're tied at 1. You're watching Saints Baseball, the OLLU Saints Network, and KSAT.com. So no balls, one strike to count here as we start things off here.
I saw him when I went to Texas. You say hi? He watched our game. He stayed for both of them. Oh, so they still have to go.
And a base hit. Lead things off
The third baseman.
as
13.
Mason Fast
Gerard.
be at first.
Hey, they still have to. We have Oh my gosh. I did not know that.
So runner at first, nobody out here. As Drake Gerard showing bunt. Bunts it foul. No one won the count. Gerard. So no balls, one strike. That's fouled off. So no balls, two strikes. So no balls, two strikes here. Runner at first. Nobody out here. It's Fast over at first. That's Fast. Look good debut on his season there with his first at bat being a hit and 1-2 the count. It's 34th game ever for Tabor. Gets the hit there. So Drake. The 1-2 pitch. Two balls, two strikes. So two balls, two strikes.
Oh my god, Val.
So two balls, two strikes. So two balls, two strikes to count here. And that's it. To center. Diaz steps under it. One away. So one out here.
What is he gonna give you? Patience.
And the pitch. Foul back. 0-1. One ball, one strike with one out. Two balls and a strike here with one out. Runners at first. So 2-1 to count here. One out, runner at first. 3-1 the count. So three balls, one strike. One out runner at first here for Patrick Bethay. It's 1-for-1, scored a run, hits last time after a leadoff triple in the game. Called strike, and the count is full, 3-2. As it looks like the umpire for game 2 has brought the same strike zone as the umpire in game 1. It's 3-2 the count here. That's Bethay not happy with that called second strike. Runner goes. That's up high in the air. Mahaloff underneath it. Can of corn, 2 down.
Batting second and playing second, number 9, Christian Stone.
So Christian Stone to the plate.
That guy looks exactly like Andy.
So Stone hit a sac fly his last time up.
That's Andy's brother. He looks
So 2 outs here in the top of the third. That curve floats up out of the zone. Ball 1-0 the count to Christian Stone. Had the sac fly to first, back in the first, picking up his 4th RBI of the year. 313 hitter, 429 on base. 1-0 pitch, fouls it back. 1-1.
I was like,
1 ball, 1 strike. That's low for a ball, 2-1. Two balls, 1 strike, 2 outs here. Watches that one. 3-1. Here for Stone. Runner at first, 2 outs here. Christian Shear getting the sign. Up in the running over and out of play.
Can they jump the fence?
So 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs now.
there's a little fence.
Runner goes. So ball 4, so 2 aboard now.
8, Kelsey Weems.
With 2 outs, Kelsey Weems coming up to the plate here. 2 aboard, 2 outs. Swing and a miss there, a strike. 0-1 the count on Weems. Weems a 353 average, 2 home runs, 7 RBIs, 400 on base percentage. And that's pulled down the line, foul. Nearly taking out the coach at third. Snowballs and 2 strikes. He's got it out of the way. No balls, 2 strikes. And that's fouled right back at us. Count stays 0-2 to Weems. 1 of 3 in game 1. Oh, and 2 the count here. Fouled back. Stays 0 and 2. As Weems fighting off the pitch there. The 0-2 pitch. That's up in the air. Putnam back for it, and so Fan making a catch there as he leans back in the bleachers. Saw kind of laid back with that one. So 0-2 as he stays alive. And that off the plate, and the first ball of this at bat comes about 8 pitches in. So 1 ball and 2 strikes here. And that's fouled up again. And that one is out of play. And 1 and 2 the count here. It's 1-2 count for Weems. And again, that one's up. Collazo coming for it. We'll bring it in, and that'll do it. And so Weems now screaming at Tristan Shear. Not sure why, but he took offense to something as he screamed at Tristan Shear, and now, I don't know, we'll head to the bottom of the 3rd as it got a little interesting there. You're watching Saints Baseball on the OLLU Saints Network at KSAT.com. Welcome back, bottom of the 3rd inning. And first pitch up high for a ball for Alec Martinez. 1-0 count. As Bryce Putman might have said something to Weems that Weems didn't appreciate. So we're even 1 ball, 1 strike here to Martinez. Martinez 111 on the year with an RBI, 273 on base percentage though. And that's inside 2-1. Actually, Tristan Shear, we were right the first time. I want to get telling those stories on Bryce Putnam there. Tristan Shear talking. 2 balls, 2 strikes. So it's a good thing Tristan isn't going to be batting today. It'd be interesting to see him over at first base for the Weems. That's 2 balls, 2 strikes. Nobody out here. The bottom of the 3rd inning. 2-2 pitch. Low. 3-2. So 3-2 the count here. 3-2 pitch. Fouled back. Three balls, 2 strikes the count to Martinez. Pitch from Watts. Called strike 3. As like I said, at least they're consistent about that really low strike zone. So 1 out. And Andrew Ogletree coming up. So as both teams have been, you can pretty much say, robbed multiple times in this 2 games today by that low pitch. And that one's a strike. That one down the middle. But the strike zone really seems to be about mid-shin. 2 letters for both teams here today. So 1-1 the count here. Andrew Ogletree. So 1 ball, 1 strike. Swing and a miss on that one. The count 1-2 to Ogletree. Ogletree hitless so far this year. And swing and a miss. Strike 3. 2 down. So Matt Mahaloff coming up. It's Mahaloff 1 for 1. The score to run today. That's Matt, 3 hits so far today. A couple of singles and a double. As he comes up here with 2 outs in the bottom of the 3rd. Jose Diaz in the on-deck circle. Mahaloff of Conroe, Texas. North of Houston. Now one right back to Watts at the mound. 3 away. 1, 2, 3, they go. Top of the 4th coming up. We're tied at 1. You're watching Saints Baseball, the OLLU Saints Network at KSAT.com. Welcome back. It's Leo Aguilar to lead things off for Tabor. So the umpire tells Tabor to get back at the dugout along the side there. This game has gotten kind of heated. Not quite sure why. Tristan Shear, a little comment to Weems after Weems popped out. It's ball one strike. Tabor apparently taking exception to it. It's 1-1 count here. Aguilar, who pops that one up high in the air. Martinez underneath it. And the easy out, one away.
Playing left field, number 6, Joey Witkowski.
So Joey Witkowski coming up to the plate here.
Thank you, though.
Witkowski 0 for 1 today as he steps up here. And Rudy Vasquez.
Yeah.
That's low and away ball, 1-0 the count to Witkowski. That's high up in the air again. Another moon shot. Ogletree brings it in. 2 down.
Batting 6, Ray Short. Number 1, Matt Johnson.
So 2 outs now, and Matt Johnson making his way to the plate. He's 0 for 1 today. So both pitchers kind of settling down here as after a rocky first inning for each. 2 outs and the first pitch. That's up high in the air. It's Diaz underneath it. Can of corn. 3 up, 3 down. Bottom of the 4th. We're tied at 1. You're watching Saints Baseball, the OLLU Saints Network, KSAT.com. Bottom of the 4th, 1-1 the score. Jose Diaz to lead things off for the Saints. Diaz bunt single back his first time up in the first. Now 387 on the year, and will swing and miss on that first pitch and win the count. 387 average this year, 444 on base percentage with a home run and 5 RBIs. That's up high for a ball. 1 ball, 1 strike the count to Diaz. It's Montejano in the on-deck circle. As it's Diaz, Montejano, and Francisco Martinez. Looks at that one for a strike, 1 and 2. One ball, 2 strikes. Off the glove there. Now a race, gonna mishandle it. Diaz will reach space. And so a runner aboard with nobody out here in the bottom half of the 4th inning. The error going to be called there on Watts.
Montano.
It's Watts not able to pick up the ball cleanly. So Diaz at first. Montano now coming up to the plate. So Diaz. We're at first base for the Saints. 52 career steals. Team high, that record for this season. Had a season high, all-time high last year, 24. That first pitch ball there to Montano. 1 ball, no strikes. Montano picked up an RBI. First game, his 8th of the season. Team leading 8th. Showing the bunt, back, running, steals. He's going to be out. So caught stealing. And 1 away. Nice throw there from Aguilar. And we'll lose the runner at first. So 1 out now. Nobody on for Montano. And the swing and miss there. The count 2-1. Actually 1-2 the count. And called strike 3. 2 down.
Batting cleanup. The first baseman, number 32, Francisco.
As Francisco Martinez coming up to the plate. That's Martinez 0 for 1. And the pitch low and away for a ball. Want to know the count. And again, that one drills outside. 2-0 to Martinez. 1 for 2 on the season now hitting. And the 2-0 pitch. And calls a strike on that one on the inside edge. 2-1. The strike there. And so, 3 away. Top of the 5th. We're tied at 1. You're watching Saints Baseball on the OLLU Saints Network and KSAT.com. So Rudy Vasquez will lead things off here. Top of the 5th. First pitch It's a strike, 0-1. 1-1 the count to Vasquez. Vasquez struck out looking. And that one's fouled back. 0-2 the count to Vasquez. Vasquez has struck out his last 3 times at bat here in this series. His last 2 at bats yesterday in Game 3, and the first at bat here today. And that's up and away for a ball, 1-2. It's Vasquez, Fast, and Girard. 2 up for the Blue Jays. Slow roller, that's going to be close. And not in time, infield hit. Because instead of charging, Alec Martinez waited for the ball. As he points at himself, because he knew that if he had charged, he probably would have gotten him, and he didn't charge. So runner at first and nobody out here. So that'll bring up Mason Fast, who's 1 for 1 today. 1 for 1 for the season now. 3rd hit for the Blue Jays. It's 1 run, 3 hits, 1 error. Saints 1 run, 2 hits, no errors. So we're in the top of the 5th, tied at 1. Showing bunt, pulls back, throw back over to first, throws it into right field. It's a throw there by, and that'll be the first error for the Saints, as that will send to second. It's 1-0 the count here to Fast. He'll swing and miss that one, 1-1 the count. So the Saints defensively hurting Tristan Shear here. 1 ball, 1 strike. Throw. It's kind of close on that one, but back in time safely, Vasquez. So 1 ball, 1 strike. The pitch, swing and a miss at that one. The fastball passed Fast there. And the count 1-2 on Mason Fast. He'll foul that one out of play. Stays 1-2. And strike 3. 1 away.
Batting ninth, the 3rd baseman, number 13, Drake Girard.
Second strikeout for Shear, as Drake Girard coming up to the plate. Up high. 1-0 the count. 1 ball, no strikes. Ball, no strikes here. Vasquez at second, 1 away. And 2-0. Vasquez reached on an infield hit. Advanced to second on a throwing error. That's popped up as Mahalev gets it. Runner thought about tagging. Nice throw from Mahalev. 2 down. So top of the order, Patrick Bethea coming up. Time. Call for a moment. It's a short little meeting at the mound. It's now Coach Agni on his way out. So Agni coming out. As that's going to be it for Tristan Shear. So the change coming. And coming in for the Saints is going to be Lane Klosterman, sophomore from Raymondville, Texas. With that, we'll take a break with the pitching change. You're watching Saints Baseball on the OLLU Saints Network and KSAT.com. So welcome back as Patrick Bethea will finally get to bat here after the pitching change. It's Lane Klosterman coming in for the Saints as Tristan Shear on a strict pitch count. As Klosterman coming in. One game this year, pitched one inning. Not a very good inning. Gave up 2 runs. First pitch, there's a ball, 1-0 the count. But for a career, 9 games, 2-1 the record. He's got 12.75 career earned run average. Therefore, a strike, and the count evens 1-1. That's Tristan Shear leaving after 81 pitches. That's a chop back foul. Count 1-2 on Bethea. Bethea tripled his first time up and scored. Fly to right back in the third. Now 1 ball, 2 strikes here. That's away ball. The count evens 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. And strike 3. 3 away. We'll head to the bottom of the 5th. Still tied at 1. You're watching Saints Baseball, the OLLU Saints Network, KSAT.com. And welcome back. Bottom of the fifth, tied at 1. It's Jay Collazo, Robert Arredondo, and Bryce Putnam
Number 7, Jay Collazo.
due up here this bottom half of the fifth inning. As Watts still out on the mound for Tabor. The pitch there, inside ball. So 1 ball, no strikes there. Up high, straight up there, and Bethea picks it up, and that is one away. So Arredondo.
Fielder number 6, Robert Arredondo.
So Arredondo coming up to the plate here. 0 for 1. With 1 out here in the bottom of the fifth inning. That's therefore a strike, 0-1 the count. The ball's 1 strike here. Pitch from Watts to center, and that is going to be caught there. Nice diving grab there from Bethea, and 2 down.
Bryce Putnam.
So Bryce Putnam now to the plate. Bryce 0 for 1. As he struck out his last time up. Comes up here with 2 outs here in the bottom of the fifth inning. And that's going to be a strike, 0-1. That's away for a ball. Count evens 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Swings. Misses that one, and the count 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes. And the pitch. Just inside there. Count evens 2-2. And the 2-2 pitch coming from Watts. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 3 away. Top of the 6th coming up. We're tied at 1. You're watching Saints Baseball, the OLLU Saints Network, and KSAT.com. And welcome back. Christian Stone to lead things off as he's into a sac fly to right back in the first inning that drove in a run and walked in the third. As Stone, Williams, and Aguilar due up. Foul back. No one won the count.
Yeah.
No balls, one strike to count here.
Yeah, he hasn't pitched.
That's fouled. And running over, looking to get it, sliding and pulling it in. Andrew Ogletree. One away. So one out now in the top half of the sixth inning. That'll bring up Kelsey Weems. So Kelsey Weems back up to the plate for the first time since his long at bat, in which he left not happy in there. He said something to Bryce Putnam before he goes to get into the box there. That's a grounder. Foul. No balls, one strike to count. That's Weems with the 0-1. Swings and misses. 0-2 the count. So no balls, two strikes. With one out here. Klosterman, the 0-2 pitch. Hard through the legs of Collazo at third. So sharply hitting the left field there. So Weems gets the first base, and Leo Aguilar up to the plate here. And that's going to hit. Aguilar's it got away. So two aboard now with one out. As Aguilar. Okay, going to be pitch runner coming in. Number 4. As Brandon Ridgels. As Ridgels will come in to run for Aguilar. So runners at first and second. One out here. And that will bring up Joey Witkowski. It's Witkowski 0 for 2. Steps up with 2 aboard. And a pitch away for a ball. So 1-0 the count to Witkowski. That sent towards the gap, running over. It's going to drop. Barehanded throw is going to come in towards second and not going to get anybody, and the run scores, and it's 2-1. RBI for Witkowski is going to be his third on the season. And 2-1. Tabor takes the lead here. And runners now at second and third. Nice job, though, and left by Arredondo to pull the ball down barehanded. So nice job of saving. And that pitch blowing away for a ball. 1-0 the count. That's away for a ball, 2-0. Action going on in the Saints bullpen right now. And they're going to intentionally walk to load the bases. And that'll bring up Rudy Vasquez.
Playing right field, number 32, Rudy Vasquez.
So Vasquez coming up.
Was there
So Vasquez coming up here. Vasquez 1 for 2. Infield hit and a strikeout today. Comes up with the bases loaded and 1 out. And Tabor could open this up. The Saints aren't careful here. That's the pitch. There for a strike. 0-1 the count to Vasquez. One pitch coming here. So he'll step off for a moment there. And that one is low, and the count evens 1 ball, 1 strike. So the base is loaded with 1 out here in the top of the 6th inning. Tabor is taking a 2-1 lead here. That one just off the plate. So 2-1 now the count. Two balls, 1 strike. 1 out. And the pitch. Fouls it. The count evens 2-2. So Vasquez looking to try and get some to the outfield. Saints are looking for something on the ground or a strikeout here. 2-2 the count. The pitch. Chopped it foul. First base side. Count stays 2-2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes. And what has been a strike most of the day is a ball. So 3-2. Bryce Putman looking back to the umpire. Was low, but was normally a strike most of the day. So that consistency goes away there. Ball 4. 3-1 now the score. As Glosserman giving up 2 here. So Mason Fast coming in. And going to be so Eisenhower, I believe. Coming up now is Robert Eisenhower will be bench hitting here for Fast. Fast went 1 for 2. Eisenhower coming in. Pinch hit here in the top half of the 6th inning. 3-1 the lead here. And low and a ball. It's 1 ball, no strikes. So 1 ball, no strikes to count here. And 1-1 now. Other games around the Red River. A&M Texarkana with the win. 3-1 over Friends today. Wiley dropping 1 to Sagu, 6-0. LSU Shreveport sweeps the Cumberlands with a 6-2 victory. And LSU Alexandria, 4-0 winners over Loyola, New Orleans. It's 1-2 the count here. Steps on the bag, turns, got it. 4-3 on the double play. And we will head to the bottom of the 6th. Saints trail by 2, 3-1. You're watching Saints Baseball, the OLLU Saints Network, and KSAT.com. So pinch hitter, Jacob Mitchell coming to the plate. It's first pitch there for Mitchell. 1 ball, no strikes. As he's coming in, pinch hitting for Alec Martinez. And 2 balls and no strikes now the count to Mitchell. As Ogletree is coming back out, and it looks like we're going to have a pinch hitter for him. So 2 balls and 1 strike. That's a strike, and the count evens 2 balls, 2 strikes. It's Noah Rodriguez in the on-deck circle. That's up high, ball in the count 3-2. So 3 balls, 2 strikes here for Jacob Mitchell, pinch hitting for Alec Martinez. 3-2 pitch, ball 4. So 10th time this season he has walked. 84th time for his career. As Noah Rodriguez coming to the plate, representing the tied run. As Kenneth Rodriguez will be at first base to run. So Rodriguez over at first. He will be running for Jacob Mitchell. So up to the plate here. And the pitch coming here from Watts. It's up and away ball. 1-0 the count. To Noah Rodriguez. Rodriguez 167 on the year, 231 on base percentage. The home run and an RBI. The throw over to first. The 1-0 pitch. As he goes around on that one. We're going to be even, 1 ball, 1 strike here. That's fouled back. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. Ball, 2 strikes, nobody out here. It's Rodriguez. Digs back in. And he checks himself right into a strikeout. And 1 away.
Now batting the right fielder, number 29.
That'll bring up Matt Mahaloff, the leadoff hitter. Coming up to the plate here for the Saints. Mahaloff 1 for 2 and has scored a run. 3 hits on the day. Making his way up here. With a runner at first base. Jose Diaz in the on-deck circle. Matt Mahaloff representing the tied run there at the plate. And that's fouled back. And 0-1 the count on Matt Mahaloff. Senior out of Conroe, Texas. Graduated as an undergrad back in May. Now a grad student at Our Lady of the Lake. The senior eligibility-wise for baseball. Sends that one down the line past Jones. And Mahaloff is on, and so 2 aboard. And the go-ahead run comes to the plate, and Jose Diaz. So work going on in the bullpen now for the Blue Jays. Just trying to see, as up and throwing for the Blue Jays now is Jacob Espita. The senior from San Jose, California, is up and pitching. So Jose Diaz up here to the plate, representing the go-ahead run. And in the bullpen, on the on-deck circle is Jacob Montejano. So Diaz steps up. Diaz 1 for 2. Singled on a bunt back in the first and reached on an error in the 4th inning. And the first pitch there, a strike, 0-1. The count on Jose Diaz. First and second, 1 out here. Saints found themselves with opportunities in game 1 today, but couldn't get over the hill there. Now have these opportunities showing themselves again here in the second game. Trailing by 2. No balls. 1 ball, 1 strike here, the count to Diaz. With runners at first and second and 1 out. Senior from Cuba. Celebrating his birthday today. And that's the ride's going to drop. It gets past. 1 run will score. Mahalov rounding third on his way, representing the tying run. Diaz going to stop at third, and the Saints have tied it at 3. And time called there by the second base, and the Saints tie it 3-3. And Diaz with the single and then reaching third on the air at right will pick up 2 RBIs. That's RBI number 6 and 7 on the season for Diaz. That'll put him 1 behind Montejano. As Jacob Montejano now up with a chance, hoping to get at least his 9th RBI coming up here. As Coach Brian Ogney is going to make a change, as Jose Diaz is going to come off and coming to run. As John Ortega, number 31, a freshman, is at third base. As a little meeting at the mound there, so he went to talk to Watts, his pitcher. So Diaz will come out. Ortega at third. We're tied at 3. With 1 out here in the bottom half of the 6th. It's Jacob Montejano coming up now, with a chance to put the Saints up on top here. As Diaz gets his 6th and 7th RBI of the season, 1 behind now. Montejano, who has 8, who leads the team. Looks at that first pitch for a strike, 0-1 that didn't count. Any fly ball deep. So any fly ball deep could give the Saints the lead here. So he's got 2 sacrifice flies, I believe, this season. We'll double check that. That's Montejano. Actually, no sacrifice flies, they say here, which is kind of surprising. Could have sworn he had a couple. And that's going to be a strike, and the count 1-2 on Montejano. Oh, it was a ball. So 1-2 the count here to Montejano. And that's fouled away. And again, Montejano with the 1-2 count. One ball, 2 strikes. And that's going to be 2 away. And again, you can argue that one, but it's been a strike all day. It's been a strike all day. That pitch probably midway between the shins to the knee. That area there they've really extended the strike zone down south. And now they're going to be an intentional walk to put runners on the corners.
Now batting number 7.
And Jay Collazo comes up to the plate. So Jay Collazo with a chance to give the Saints the lead with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th, as they will walk. So intentionally walk there, Robert Lopez, who's now at first. Runners on the corners, 2 outs. Bottom of the 6th in a tie game. And a swing and a miss on that one. 0-1 the count. So 3-3 the score here. Runners on the corner. 0-1 the pitch. That one check swing foul over the top. No balls, 2 strikes. 2 outs here. And the pitch, up high, ball. And 1-2. So Collazo 077 on the season. Hit where and a stolen base for OLLU. It's Robert Lopez as they let him steal. As Rolo, the smile on his face as he got about the same time as someone going 100 yards. Good over to second. That's going to be a swing and a miss. Strike 3. That'll do it. Top of the 7th coming up. We're tied at 7. Oh, we're tied at 3. I'm sorry. Going to the 7th. You're watching Saints Baseball on the OLLU Saints Network, KSAT.com. So Drake Gerard. So Gerard here in the top half of the 7th. His first pitch is a ball, 1-0 the count. It's Alec Martinez. It's Tyler Verveer over at shortstop now for Martinez, who's on the mound. Francisco Martinez is out at first, and in is Robert Lopez. So 1 ball, 1 strike. And that's a called strike. I think how it goes 1-2 here. Odd. Gerard. Gerard flied to center in the 3rd and flied to right in the 5th inning. 0 for 2. 111 average on the season with 1 RBI. 200 on base percentage. Struck out. 1 ball, 3 strikes. Yeah. But they coming up to the plate here. 3-3 game, nobody on, 1 out, top of the 7th. And the first pitch is a strike. That's Martinez. And that's going to be pushed. Foul out of play. The count 0-2. So no balls, 2 strikes. And again out of play. It's no balls, 2 strikes. 1 out here for Bethea. Bethea tripled to lead off the game and scored a run. and flied to right in the third and struck out swinging the fifth. That's foul. Count stays 0-2 for Bethea. He's batting 200 now on the year, 238 on base percentage. The 0-2 pitch. Grounder. Ogletree, nice slide, grab. Over to first. One away, or two away.
Playing second, number 9, Christian Stone.
So Christian Stone now up to the plate, who's 1 for 3 and has scored a run today. As Stone steps in to the box. 294 hitter this season. Fouls that one off out of play. One pitch. Strike 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. Called strike 3. 3 away. Bottom of the 7th coming up. Saints look for a run to win it. You're watching Saints Baseball, the OLLU Saints Network, KSAT.com. Robert Arredondo coming up to the plate here for the Saints. So Arredondo played here, but that one's going to be sent towards the gap. Does it have a chance? And it's going to be caught by Bethea. Another nice job by Bethea. As how he caught it, because it looked as if Vasquez was between him and the ball when he able to come away with it.
14, Bryce Putnam.
So 1 away now. It's Bryce Putnam to the plate. It's Bryce 0 for 2 on the game with a couple of strikeouts. That pitch up high for a ball. 1-0 the count. So 2 balls, no strikes to count to Putnam. Now watches that one 3-0. So Putnam trying to get on with one out here in the bottom of the 7th inning to bring up Alec Martinez. As he represents the go-ahead or the winning run. And a called strike there, 3-1. So 3-2 the count here. So 3-2 pitch. That's up high in the air, running up there. Vasquez 2 down. So Alec Martinez coming up to the plate now. Martinez 0 for 1. And the pitch. And that's high in the air. Vasquez running over and not able to get it. So 0-1 the count. As Vasquez not quite able to get there. So back to the plate to bat. It's Martinez with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 7th. As Martinez represents the winning run at the plate. As we're tied at 3 here, bottom of the 7th. At the 0-1, up high, ball, 1-1 the count. 1 ball, 1 strike to Martinez. And that's high in the air, running over, and that's going to drop as Martinez rounding on his way to second. It's going to slide in safe at second. And what a gamble to turn on first. And so now the winning run is at second for let's see here, it's Andrew Ogletree. And coming in to run is going to be Xavier Solis at second base. So the winning run at second and hitting is going to be Andrew Ogletree. Ogletree 0 for 1. Steps up here. And going to come talk out to the pitcher. We'll see if there's going to be a change, as there is action in the bullpen. With 2 outs here in the bottom of the 7th. And they will leave Watts in there. So coming up here to the plate, there's Ogletree. Xavier Solis at second with 2 outs. Top of the order on deck. Saints looking to try and get the win here. Split this 4-game series 2 apiece. And the pitch, up and away, ball, 1-0 the count to Ogletree. 1 ball, no strikes. And that's it. Back it goes, and stayed up a little too long for Witkowski, and that'll do it. Free baseball time, extra innings. We'll be back in a moment. Tied at 3. You're watching Saints Baseball, the OLLU Saints Network, and KSAT.com. So pinch hitter coming in. Or not exactly a pinch hitter. He's back out as it's going to be Kelsey Weems up to the plate. As Weems is 1 for 3 today, scored a run. And swings and misses on that one. 0-1 the count on Weems. Weems sends that down the line. And fair ball. And routing first, Weems mishandled by Mahaloff there at right, but it's going to get in there with a double. So runner on second with nobody out as Weems gets aboard. And now coming up is going to be Leo Aguilar, the catcher, 0 for 2.
Number 2, Leo Aguilar.
As Joey Witkowski coming up in the on-deck circle. One aboard at second now with nobody out here in the top half of the 8th inning. As they have forced extra innings here. Last game of this 4-game series. 2 of the 3 previous have been decided by 1 run. And this one looks like it might be heading down that path. We're tied at 3, top of the 8th. The pitch there, 1-0 the count to Aguilar. 313 hitter on the year. Grounded to third back in the first, popped to short in the fourth, and was hit by a pitch in the 6th inning. That one cuts back inside for a strike, 1-1. Showing bunt. Bunts it foul. The count 1-2. Now on Aguilar. It's 1 ball, 2 strikes. A 1-2 pitch. Pushed it foul, and the count stays 1-2. So 1 ball, 2 strikes here. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. 1-1 the count. 2 outs. Pitch. Swings and misses that one. Count 1-2. One-two pitch, runner goes. Putnam can't handle the ball out of the glove, and so we're 2-2, and a runner at third now. Two outs. And the pitch. And I'm trying to ask if he went around. Didn't, so the count is full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. 2 outs and a runner at third base now. That's a grounder. Mishandled that short throw to first, not in time. Error at short and a run scores. And it's 5-3. And so Tyler Vivier tried to get the ball without the ball being in his glove there. And so that, 2 runs now. Saints defense has been an issue today. That's there for a strike, 0-1. The count. Runner at first and 2 outs here. So that one for a strike. 0-2 to Robert Eisenhower. Time called. Eisenhower grounded into a double play back in the 6th inning. 167 hitter, 1 home run, 2 RBIs, 333 on base. Had his home run yesterday. Throw over. And back with no problem as the pinch runner over at first there. Schaefer. 0-2 pitch. Runner goes. Throw. Got him. Oh no, he mishandles it, and Ogletree will lose the ball and he's safe. He held on to it, he's out. But the runner and the inning keep going. It's 1 ball, 2 strikes to count here. Strike 3. They get 2 across, leave 1 aboard, bottom of the 8th. Saints need 2 to keep it going, 3 to win it. You're watching Saints Baseball on the OLLU Saints Network and KSAT.com. Bottom of the 8th. Do or die for the Saints. Matt Mahalev coming up to the plate. Saints trailing 5-3. Bottom half of the 8th inning. Matt Mahalev 2 for 3 has scored twice. It's Mahalev, Diaz, and Montejano. It's the top of the order due up here in the bottom of the 8th. That's Mahalev. 4 hits today total. Looks like that first pitch there was a strike, 0-1 the count. Fouls that one away. Count 0-2. So no balls, 2 strikes. That's pulled foul. So no balls, 2 strikes. And away there, ball 1-2 the count to Matt Mahalev. That's grounder short. Over to the Watts, who will put it over the first. 1 away. So 1 out. Here in the bottom half of the 8th, and Jose Diaz coming up to the plate.
Now batting, number 13, Jose Diaz.
That's there for a strike. It's actually Tyler Vivier coming in. It's actually, we will lose the DH because of the pitching change. And grounder right back to the mound. And Watts, 2 down. 2 down, bottom of the 8th.
Now batting, Tyler Vivier.
Tyler Vivier to the plate. 1 for 5 on the season. Has scored a run. Has walked twice. Got a strike there, 0-1. No balls, 1 strike. As again, that low shot, and that's hit down there, and that's going to find the line. Heads over there, heading around over to second. The throw to second, and he switched hands, and they called him out. And Tabor runs out with the victory, and that'll do it. Saints come away with a 5-3 win. Tabor comes away with a 5-3 win over the Saints. Saints are going to drop now to 5-5 on the year. And that'll do it for us today. Find out information next week on games, if we're going to be doing it here or if they will be in Fort Worth. Let's see how the weather is. So make sure you go to the website, www.OLLUSaintsAthletics.com, to go through all that. So for everybody here at Missions Baseball Academy, Saints drop a tough one in extra innings, 5-3. You're watching Saints Baseball, the OLLU Saints Network, and KSAT.com.